guys, welcome in to the Sportscast here with your host, Brian, jumping on live for a special edition of the Sportscast. And I think you guys all know why I'm on here, all right? I think you guys all know I'm on here to talk about my Green Bay Packers. Micah Parsons coming to Green Bay. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It's Christmas morning for the Green Bay Packer fans here. I want to thank you, Jerry Jones. We woke up this morning and I heard that for a while now, we've heard that the Packers have a real deal on the table for Micah Parsons. And sorry, here, a little technical difficulties. We've always, we've been interested in Micah Parsons, right? We've got a real deal on the table. You hear random things about 2 firsts, a second, and a fifth. You hear about this player, that player, 2 firsts, a third. I love this 100%. First of all, we didn't give up that much when you think about it. We gave up Kenny Clark, and let me tell you what, Cowboy fans, Kenny Clark is a good player. Now, if you go look at last year, he didn't have a great year because he was injured. He got injured at the Brazil game. He played through injury all year long, and he didn't have a really good year. But Kenny Clark is a solid stud up the middle that will reassure your rushing defense. He'll clog up the middle. He's a good player. You got a good player there, but he's getting older. He's been injured. So you do have those problems. And when you think about the 2 first-round picks we gave up, they're going to be late picks because Green Bay, whether you like it or not, it's the truth. We're in the hunt every year. We usually win our division. We make the playoffs. We go pretty, first, second round, sometimes NFC Championship game. So they're going to be late first-round picks. They're going to be basically early second-round picks. I think it was an absolute steal. A lot of people think it was an absolute fleece. And look, we got a new guy in town. Mark Murphy retired. Wasn't a big fan of Mark Murphy myself. But we got a guy named Ed Policy. Didn't know much about him. But, man, he wants to start this off with a bang. And he absolutely did. The Packers just got better. It's even better for me because I'm born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas. Been a Packer fan ever since I was a little kid. So I get to hear all the Cowboy fans cry and whine. And I get to hear all that. So it's great. It's great. But I love the move. And if you Packer fans are saying, well, we gave up too much. We're paying them a lot of money. Well, it was going to take a lot of money. You pay superstars lots of money. We don't do these type of moves. We have never done this type of move. And I absolutely love it. There's no negative here for Green Bay, okay? I got a buddy of mine who, man, that's a lot to give up. Well, yeah, but he's a special player. And we haven't put a lot of money in our players. Like we paid Jordan Love, but we don't have the highest paid quarterback. We don't have the highest paid wide receivers. We don't have the highest paid this or that. Now we got the highest paid defensive player in the league, and he is the best pass rusher in the NFL right there. Maybe number 2. I would probably put Garrett above him, but you can argue he's right there with him. You know who Micah Parsons is. He scares your offense. He gets after the quarterback. You can use him in multiple different ways. My buddy Ryan called me up and told me it happened. I didn't believe him. I had to flip on the ESPN on the phone, and sure enough, it did. I thought we gave up more than we did. 2 firsts, and Kenny Clark is not a bad deal for Green Bay. Let's be real, Packer fans. We really don't hit on our first-round picks anyway, so let's be real about that. And secondly, Kenny Clark is a guy that's getting older, and he's a good player, but he is someone we can replace in Green Bay. Okay? This move is amazing. It helps our defense. You're going to have Gary on one side. You're going to have Parsons. You're going to have Van Ness, who's had a really good camp this year, who needs to have a breakout year. And if you have those 2 rushing off the edge, you can bring Micah Parsons inside. You can move him around to play different positions. But you don't want him covering guys. You want him rushing the passer. That's what he does best. And if you have those 3 guys rushing the quarterback, it's going to be pretty tough to stop them. I'm just super excited. This is Christmas morning for me as a Packers fan. And I don't want to hear in the Packers comments about we gave up too much or we paid them too much money. You want to win. You want to be the best team. You've got to pay some players eventually. We went out and we got Matthew Golden in the offseason, and so far he's been turning heads in every preseason and all the practices, and they say he's going to be a number 1 wide receiver. Amazing. We've got to pay some players, and we just paid Micah Parsons. We paid Jordan Love, which Jordan Love, and I don't know what you guys on the internet here think of Jordan Love, but to me, I had the Packers winning our division before we got Micah Parsons. You can ask my buddies. We're going to do the AFC podcast coming up this weekend, but you can ask my buddies. I had the Packers winning our division. I could get into more of that if I wanted to. I'm going to save it for the Lambeau Elite podcast I'm starting, but I had us winning the division. Before this. Now that we got Micah Parsons, he is a game changer, and we should win more football games with him. Our defense should get better with him. I think he gets an MRI done. His back's just fine. He's over there playing it off because he didn't want to play for the Dallas Cowboys. I think Jerry Jones trading away his best defensive player doesn't bode well for the Cowboys. I understand, and I tell this to Ryan and my Cowboy buddies. A team that's going to pay Dak Prescott the highest paid money and my highest paid quarterback, and they made CeeDee Lamb the highest paid wide receiver, I believe, or one of, until Jamar Chase got his deal. You could have paid Micah Parsons $40 million or whatever. You could have paid this deal. But when you add that percentage of your cap space to just 3 positions, you're not going to win football. You're not going to win championships. Okay? It's an anomaly because you have to be able to fill up the other positions. You have to be able to draft well. You have to be able to hit well on those draft picks. And you have to do it. You're not getting high draft picks, right? Because if you got your quarterback and you got your wide receiver and you got your defensive stud, you're going to win some games. You're going to win a lot of games to keep you in it every year. But I don't think if they pay Micah Parsons, are they going to get to the ultimate goal? I don't think they would have. And I'm going to say that's because you paid Dak Prescott. And I will sit here and tell you that Dak Prescott's a top 10 quarterback, which I truly, honestly believe. And if you don't think Dak Prescott's a top 10 quarterback, I don't think we can have a realistic sports conversation because you can't look at the stats and say he's not when he's healthy. But I also believe that Dak Prescott's not good enough to get the job done. He's not a quarterback that can overcome deficiencies. And when you pay players the way they're paying them now, when you pay the highest paid quarterback and the highest paid wide receiver, and you pay the highest paid edge rusher, and you spend a lot of money in your quarterback room, you've got to fill the other positions through your draft. You're not going to go out and spend a lot of money in free agency. You've got to be able to hit on your draft and get some good guys that are going to come in and be able to fill up those holes, those deficiencies that you couldn't spend the money on because you had, you bought the quarterback and you bought these superstars, but at the end of the day, it's very hard to win like that, to get to the ultimate goal. Going forward, I think it's a sad day for Cowboy fans. I have a lot of Cowboy fans that are mad. I got a lot, and understandably so. I got some Cowboy fans that are trying to play it off like he's not that good of a player. He's not that good. Micah Parsons is that damn good, and I'm glad we got him. But I'm excited, man. Ed policy coming out, starting strong. With the move here, I love it. We went in the offseason and we did something we haven't done in forever. We used our first round draft pick on a wide receiver. We make this move here. We gave up some draft picks to get a superstar. I think the picks we gave up and the player we gave up was way less than I thought it was going to take to get Parsons, and I think that's a lot why Dallas fans are mad. You listen to the radio, and a lot of the radio hosts here in Dallas said, hey, yeah, I'm okay. Maybe we do trade Micah Parsons, but it's going to be for a haul. It's going to be for the right deal. And a lot of them are saying we got fleeced. Did Jerry Jones do his due diligence and actually look for a trade partner for Micah? Or did he just say, I'm done, trade him, Green Bay here you go? Because 4 hours after you had your meeting, and the rumors are that the Cowboys are interested and open to listening to trades, 4 hours later, you trade him to Green Bay. I'm thinking this takes a lot longer. I'm thinking we go into next week, the beginning of next week, possibly. Maybe this weekend at least. But 4 hours later, you trade him to Green Bay for 2 firsts and Kenny Clark. I don't think it's a great trade for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, it's always going to depend on what they do with the first. They probably bundle their first round picks together next year, maybe move in the top 10 and get them a player or whatever. But it's going to be interesting to see. Now, I absolutely love this for Green Bay. I don't think there's any negative of this for Green Bay. And you can miss me with how much money we paid them. You got to pay your superstars. We don't pay a lot of players in Green Bay this kind of money, or we had the cap space to do it. Ed Policy said, I'm not messing around here. We're going to make this trade. Green Bay is popping champagne saying we got one of the best defensive pass rushers in football. It's something we missed last year. Let's be honest. Look, I like our defensive coordinator. I like the philosophy of rush 4 and sit back and sit everyone else back and play and make the quarterback make the right decision and cover your wide receivers. But last year was difficult to do because we couldn't get to the quarterback. We had a problem getting to the quarterback last year. So you give a great quarterback any time in the league, he's going to tear you apart. You give a mediocre quarterback time, he's going to win. He's going to win football games against you. We've got Micah Parsons. We can rush 4 now and get home and be better on defense. Being better on defense is going to be better for us on offense. Jordan Love going to be fully healthy this year. So far, I mean, yeah, he does have surgery on his non-throwing thumb, but this non-throwing thumb is not going to affect him. Last year, he played with a bum knee all season long, and I'm really excited for the Green Bay Packers this year, man. I haven't been this excited in a while. I believe that Jordan Love is the guy that could take us where we want to go. Some people don't. Some people think that Jordan Love's not good enough, but I would say you're wrong. And I guess the odds would say that I would be against me on that. And you might think I'm a homer, but I 100% agree. I'm not a homer. I'm a realistic fan. I'll tell you when we suck. I'll tell you when we're good, and we're going to be good this season, and we've just got better. So Micah Parsons, man, and here the Cowboy fans already in the comment section talking about, did y'all see what y'all did at the playoffs years ago? Ryan, run out of him. This is the key to victory. Just when he's on your team, you love him, and when he's not on your team, you want to talk crap about him. You want to say he's not really that good, but you loved him. So I get it. You're a little hurt, but miss me with all the Micah Parsons isn't that great talk because he's great. He's great. He's a great pass rusher. I will give you this, Cowboy fans. I do not like his podcast, and I hate the fact that he does do a lot of off the field talking. But as long as he shows up on the field and he plays the way he's able to play, I will be able to hide that. Not care too much for winning football games. So I don't think he's gonna be talking that bad if he's winning football games here as well. And it's gonna be interesting. I'll be at the game September 28th against the Cowboys. We'll be in the nosebleeds because Jerry Jones ticket prices are outrageous. But me and the wife will be there. I'm hoping to get a Micah Parsons jersey before we go. But it's gonna be great. It's going to be great regardless of a game. Now it's going to be even better. I love it. Hands down. It's greatness. It's Christmas morning for Packer fans. Jerry Jones was wrapped us a gift and put it under our tree. And we woke up this morning and unwrapped it. And we're super excited here as the Green Bay Nation. So thank you, Jerry Jones. I'm sure Cowboy fans want to rip your face off. But all right, man, that's it for me here at 15-minute live feed. I was super excited all day long. You can ask the wife. She just giddy about the whole situation. And it's going to be an interesting podcast on Saturday. Saturday we're doing our NFC predictions. We did our AFC last week. We're doing our NFC this week. We got college football this weekend. I'm going to be smoking some food at my brother-in-law's house. It's going to be a great weekend. Hope you guys go out and enjoy it. Come follow us live on the show Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Central Time and 7 p.m. and we'll give you our NFC standings. It's going to be interesting to have Craig's reactions to Micah Parsons trade and everything and all that in between. And me and Jeff are going to be laughing in the background. So he's going to be a little disappointed. But all right, guys, God bless. And remember to keep it outspoken.